We're happy to welcome Professor Ellie Krieger to the dish. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
I like that. That's
yes,
very
I think
catchy.
we should all call me Professor now.
What have we got here? What have you got in front of us?
Oh, delicious food. And doesn't it smell amazing?
It smells fantastic.
So it's a chipotle turkey meatloaf. And we have two kinds of mashed potatoes because, like, why stop at one, right?
Never have enough mashed potatoes.
No, I'm all
and
for
some
that.
broccoli with toasted garlic and a nice salad, nice seasonal salad of spinach with pears and walnuts. And basically, so the point is that it's like comfort food. It is satisfying. It is gives you that like warm fuzzy feeling in every way, but it is so much healthier for you. So and really much lower calories than like the typical versions of these kinds of foods. So
what is the calorie difference roughly? I mean,
so for the meatloaf,
yeah.
For the meatloaf, so my secret ingredient, by the way, is I have oatmeal in there. It's turkey meatloaf, but I put oatmeal instead of breadcrumbs, and it keeps the moisture in. So you think, oh, you're not going to have a dry meatloaf, right?
It's really
then
good.
There's a whole zucchini grated in there.
Oh, wow.
So it's doing things like this, making small changes that can make a huge difference. It's about 100 calories less per slice than a typical meatloaf. And the mashed potatoes are about half the calories of a typical.
So how did you do that? Because I know mashed potatoes, you often get cream cheese, you get milk in there, you get butter.
Yeah, so you know what? So my whole thing is food, I look at it as usually, sometimes, and rarely. There's no such thing as never. The minute that you say never to me, I want it 10 times more anyway. So basically, I use a little bit of butter, about 2 tablespoons, but that's all you really need to get that richness. I use buttermilk in the sweet potatoes, and in the other potatoes, I mix that with cauliflower. So I mash it up with cauliflower, and it literally is about half the calories of a regular mashed potatoes. Plus, I leave the skins on the potatoes because that's where a lot of the fiber and nutrients come from.
Now let's look at your how you sort of progressed into this whole healthy cooking world, because I read you were actually overweight as a kid.
Yes.
But you then became a fashion model. So how did you make that leap?
I know, it's like a crazy journey.
Yeah.
But actually, you know, I became a fashion model because I needed a job, and I knew people were telling me that you know, I could do that. So it wound up being great, and that's how I paid for college. Really, in the end, I was like a model wannabe nutritionist. So I don't know how that works. But basically, yes, I was overweight. I have always loved food. That is where I start. I have always loved food, and I really did struggle with overweight as a child, and then as a model, also dealing with some other body image issues. But in the end, I learned how to love food in a healthy way. So you can have it all. You don't have to go on some crazy kind of diet. In fact, my whole purpose of my book, Small Changes, Big Results, and all of my recipes and so on, is to help people learn how to love food in a healthy way and get off the diet roller coaster. You don't need to be there. It is not a fun place to be. Sitting here at this table with you guys is a fun place to be.
So if you could have this sangria or this meal with anyone.
We like the sangria.
We do. We do. Who would it be?
Okay, besides you.
Yeah, no,
right now. I have to say my family, because enjoying food with my family is pretty much the highlight of my life. But if it can't be that, then it might have to be Jude Law. I don't know.
Yeah, you know what? That's my favorite answer so far. You've got to assign our dish. It's a family tradition in this house. And Chef Ellie Krieger, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
My pleasure. Thank you.